Hey, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from theshrinkingpastor.com.
Welcome to Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Good morning, boy.
Good morning, Homer.
Why are you holding my 1Q? Which, by the way, if you notice, it also has cigars in there.
Yeah, it's also quite swampy. It's
well, it looks like
quite
it looks
humid.
like it's covered in dust, but it is not. That's all humidity on the inside of that.
Yeah. I grabbed this because we're going to be using it today. Not all of it, though that would be a feat to behold.
That would be.
Should do like a 31-day non-stop smoke-a-thon.
Oh my gosh.
See how long it takes to get through, what was this, 5 pounds?
5 pounds.
Of 1Q?
Let's don't and say let's not even talk about it ever again. No,
right.
we want to continue on. Believe it or not, we've had some great suggestions along the way as we tried smoking a cigar in a pipe, and we're trying to accomplish two things. The first one was to see if the old common, what do you call it? It's not a wives' tale. It's not a.
If it just even makes sense as an option.
Okay, but there was this belief.
It wasn't a wives' tale. You said a buddy that you knew did it.
No. The belief that a cigar will permanently ghost a pipe is the belief that one of the things we're trying to prove or disprove.
Right.
And then the second thing is it possible to enjoy a cigar in a pipe? And so far, I'd say we haven't.
But again, possibility. You knew somebody that this was the only way they smoked it, and so, as always, we talk about it every year during Tobacco Advent. Smoking a pipe is so subjective. Everybody's taste buds are different. The way they pack the pipe is different. The way that they, what they enjoy is going to be different. So, for us, it just makes more sense to smoke the cigar,
right?
Because we enjoy smoking cigars enough that
it's also. We got windows open because it's warm in here, and we have lights on, and it's dark, and every flying insect in the area is attracted to the space. So I hope that bird shows up again and he's hungry.
We don't usually have bugs quite like this.
No, I don't know what's going on.
That's all right.
We need a bug zapper or something in here?
Yeah.
Anyway, so one of the suggestions was, how about mixing the cigar tobacco with something else you smoke? So that's been done commercially, but we've not done it in this experiment. And as we continue to see if we can ruin these pipes, let's just give that a shot. So I took the last remnants of the cigar that we were smoking. I went ahead and ground it all the way through to this layer. And there we go. That is what's left of that cigar. And we're going to blend that together with some 1Q.
Right.
So
do we have
if only we had some 1Q.
Do we have a container into which to blend it?
Well, it would be smart if we had one.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got a
perfect.
A dusty.
One of those.
This is definitely dusty.
That's fine. A little dust don't hurt.
All right, so we're going to put in.
Oh.
I told you, I don't have a cigar humidor here, and so we've been stuffing this full of cigars.
I just let out the 1Q ghost.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's he lives in the jar.
All right, so I think this is probably about that's about at least 2 to 1.
So we should do equal parts.
I want to do.
I know,
equal
but we
parts.
should do equal parts.
I know what the cigar tastes like. Well,
yeah.
Okay.
But you don't know what the cigar tastes like muted with 1Q at equal parts. That's fine, yeah.
All right, here we go. So we'll put the cigar back.
It smells It smells like Fig Newton in here.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does the 1Q smell like a Fig Newton?
A little bit. It's got a bit of a figgy smell.
All right.
A Newton-y smell. I don't know where the smell emanates from, the fig or the Newton.
If there was ever a place for a jump cut, this would be it right here.
Nah.
All right, so here we go.
We don't do those.
I know, because people complained about it when you tried it. Do you remember? I was thinking about the other day when we were trying to do 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
And then you were also playing around with see if we could get rid of some of the dead air. Mm-hmm. And man, nobody liked that.
Yeah. That's okay. It makes it easier for me to not do that.
I bet our number 1 fan would say that once a week is more than enough.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I mean, I think this is promising.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be better than
anything up until now.
Yeah.
You know what we have to do then? We'll have to smoke this without any cigar in it to tell whether or not it ghosted.
Oh yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
Because we could have smoked
pipe.
it right now, and if it ghosted, it would taste like it's about to.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Well, and
Give it a lighter.
yeah,
Give it a lighter.
probably. I got my lighter, bro. I would say too. After this moment, we have put cigar tobacco in a new pipe thrice. Is that enough to ghost it permanently?
Again, the myth is don't smoke a cigar in your pipe because it'll ghost it.
Once.
Yeah. So I think that we're proven whether it does or not. I think we need another lighter, bro.
Take that one.
Thank you. Oh, I was at a really cool cigar/pipe shop. I have to say it was a cigar shop because while they had a few pipes and a little bit of pipe tobacco, the bulk of this place was cigars. It was called the Cigar Station in Spring Hill, Tennessee. It was such a cool shop. It was an old gas station.
Yeah.
With the couple fuel pumps out front, and on the front patio where you would have pulled in to get gas, if it was raining, under the covering, he had several tables and some high top chairs, and then inside it was filled with several pieces of leather living room furniture, and a big coffee table in the middle, and a big screen TV on the wall, flat screen TV. And that was the retail space. And then outside the back door was a huge enclosed deck with more leather furniture, with another big TV. And then beyond that was an exterior patio area. Oh man, it was surprising because what is in that town, or what used to be in that town, was the Saturn car plant.
Okay.
And then the Saturn plant got closed.
Right.
So I'm curious whether this guy was there when Saturn was open. I don't know who's in that area anymore as far as what the attraction and if this guy stays busy enough to stay open or not. But it was open when we were there, and we had a good time.
That's cool.
What have you been up to?
Well, this last week was Father's Day. So, happy Father's Day. I mean, I'm a good son, and I told you then, but, happy Father's Day to all of our dads out there. I hope that your family loves you enough to subject you to what I get to enjoy. Tomorrow's actually Father's Day. What I get to enjoy. That's fine. You're fine. That's why I elaborated. I haven't enjoyed it yet, but I totally will. But I hope that you got to enjoy something similar. Tomorrow morning, for Father's Day, my family and I are celebrating by going to Paw Patrol Live. That's right.
P-A-W?
Paw.
So for
Paw
any of
Patrol.
you who do not have children in your life, it is a cartoon, the stars of which are all dogs, puppies. Mm-hmm. Each of them somewhat like a Ninja Turtle in their their abilities, right? You got one who's a fireman because, and you got
they're all rescue related jobs, kind of, except for the one that's like a pickup truck dog. I honestly, somehow my children love it, and I've managed to not watch a single episode. Like I managed to avoid the actual show. Yeah.
I haven't avoided watching the show. How did you do that?
I don't know. I've watched a ton of other stuff. Curious George, Magic School Bus, a ton of stuff. But somehow I haven't been around when they watched that.
Do you know the theme song?
Yes.
I do too. How
Yes.
did you learn the theme song?
Yes. Ender would sing it. And this has been my favorite show to mess with Ender about. I call it Paw Patrol. And they say pup's a symbol. I say the kitty cat show.
Actually, our kitty cat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the bad guy, the evil guy.
Of course,
has cats,
as you do. And then for the animal names, so I would always mispronounce the animal names.
Marshall.
Yeah, Markle. Yeah. Yeah. Chase becomes Chains. Yeah, but then instead of doing that, what I discovered is actually more fun is giving them cutesy nicknames based off of what they do. So Rubble is the dog's name. He's a backhoe, so that's Diggy Dog.
Diggy Dog.
Diggy Dog. You got Fire Dog and Policey Dog, of course. You got Swimmy Dog, Flyy Dog, but then my absolute favorite is the dog that's a mechanic, and he has some tools. That's Screwy Dog. So I'm super excited to get to see people in costumes tomorrow doing something for Father's Day. So I hope you did something fun.
I hope you scream out, Screwy Dog!
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, we actually tonight we did a Father's Day thing together. We went to go see a movie together.
Yeah.
We saw the movie Tag. You don't know about Tag. First off, it is R-rated for a good reason, and it's funny. I gotta say, we were laughing hard, and it is based on a true story of a bunch of guys who, when they were kids, started playing a game of tag and did it for the rest of their lives. Yeah. And so it's based on them, and I won't spoil it for you, but it was a really enjoyable show. Now, who did it have? It had John Hamm from Mad Men.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner from The Avengers, Hawkeye. Had Ed Helms.
Ed Helms.
From The Hangover and The Office.
Yeah, The Office.
It had...
the guy from New Girl.
Yep, he plays Nick on New Girl. And...
we actually had the one gal that was on Parks and Recreation.
Yep, it had Rashida Jones from Parks and Rec and The Office. And then it had Isla Fisher, married to Borat. And
is she really?
It. Yeah.
Lucky Borat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. The story itself is worth a check out. Even if you don't have an interest in seeing the movie, the Wall Street Journal did a expose on this group of guys. I think it's 2013. If you just search tag Wall Street Journal, it'll pop up. And they've been playing at that point 23 years. And it's got all sorts of video. They were documenting their game, and for 1 month out of the year to keep together, to keep their friendship together, they would play tag. And the person who was it for the year, was full of shame. And at this time, 20 some odd years later, they live in different places, some of them different cities, some of them different states, and they all make a point to travel to see each other for the tag game. And one of the rules is no tag backs, of course. And so, it gives you the opportunity to kind of hang out.
Demonstrate tag backs for maybe there's somebody who didn't grow up as a kid.
Playground, yeah.
I'm it. You're it now. He can't immediately tag me back.
Right. And so that's good because it forces you to find somebody else out. And at the end of the month, they all get together for a cumulative dinner once nobody's it, and they all get together. It's really, really cool. It's I, having moved and having changed schools several times, I don't have friendships that go back that far. Mm. And I think it's a really interesting way, really cool way, when there's an opportunity like that to maintain those friendships into adulthood. I was thinking about it as I was watching this, that I think that the likelihood of something like that happening these days for children, the likelihood for Ender to grow up with friendships that last like that, I think it has really low. Yeah. Because I think that we now have a culture where my generation and the younger generations don't stick with the same job for 40 years. It's much less likely. My generation switches jobs every 5 years.
And you're not as scared to pack up and go?
Not as tied down. And so, that's a really cool thing. I thought the movie was really well done. There's no gore, there's not a lot of sex stuff, but there's some crude humor and a lot of foul language. But
But even that's not even all the words used by George Carlin.
Yeah, I was surprised afterwards. I thought it was going to be worse than it actually was. I was almost surprised it was a rated R.
Well, no.
There's some
right,
stuff. I've seen some PG-13 movies that are pretty darn close.
PG-13 movies. I wonder if they sit down with the censor guys and they say, "All right, so how many times can we say this word?
Oh, they do.
5 times. Hey, write a 5th one into the story."
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Is there anything else we wanted to talk about? We wanted to keep this shorter. You know, we're not that dedicated yet to sticking to a true format or a time schedule for these things because these are just us talking. But we have been going way too long. We know that. And last week when I was in a hotel room and he was, where were you? In living room, dining room. That's not normal for us. We don't want to do that, but we will if we don't have time to get together. But we got to comment about that and about how, hey, there's not much on this channel for me anymore. And I asked, well, what is it that you're looking for? Well, more about smoking and tobacco. And I got to say, maybe come back December 1st when we do Tobacco Advent, because that's really the only time you could tune in and be pretty much assured the topic of discussion is going to be some tobacco, right? I mean, tobacco and pipes draws us together, hopefully connected us. I hope that there's more to our relationship than that. And how many things can you watch somebody do with tobacco?
Yeah,
we have at least one more thing with cigars, by the way.
We ran through some stats last week. We're talking 20 to 30 minutes on average, times 200 videos, that's 100 hours right there. There's only so much time that we can spend talking about that, just pipes and tobacco. And a lot of people do it. They're more interested in it than we are, truthfully. And we have always said, we're not going to be the best, most educated experts.
We're consumers.
And dabblers. We hope that we're able to bring a little bit to the conversation, but I hope that we're able to educate some, like this stupid experiment, which I have to say, I enjoy this a whole lot better than I have any of the other two. Yeah.
And you know what? If you like cigars, I'm thinking this is doable.
Oh yeah,
and especially that the original idea of if you've got cigars that are screwed up and you can't smoke them as cigars, and you're a pipe smoker, this is good.
And the beautiful thing about this is, if it's still too strong, you can just add some more.
Yeah, cut it again.
Yeah. I really like this. This is not far and away from some tobaccos we've smoked.
Right. Yeah, there's a couple tobaccos we've smoked that actually have on the label that they use cigar wrapper, and I always thought it was a great idea. It's interesting to me though, because I read a stat one time that said that cigar smokers who also smoke pipes tend to smoke aromatic pipe tobacco.
Right.
Because if they were going to smoke an English, they might as well smoke a cigar.
That makes sense.
Which is an interesting thing. But so here we are, we've mixed an aromatic and a cigar together, but as an aromatic smoker, I actually like this.
Yeah, I do too. It's really good. Yeah, so all that to say, thank you again for those of you who watch. We hope that you enjoy the time here. If you skip around, that doesn't hurt our feelings.
That's why we try to put links in the description as much as we can.
If you choose that not to watch, it's not your thing anymore, also not going to hurt our feelings. There's so much on YouTube. There are things that are going to suit your likes better. Please find those things out. Those of you who commented such wonderful things about enjoying the show, about making it parts of your weekly routine. Saw somebody who said they watch it with their family.
Breakfast with their family. That jazzed us up.
That's awesome. Thank you, and keep at it. We really appreciate that. I think this is...
Speaking of us not talking enough about tobacco, it's not even in the name of our channel, and we hardly ever talk about breakfast.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Leave a comment about breakfast below, would you? What's your go-to breakfast? I made breakfast this morning for the youngest granddaughter who lives in our home. We have 4 grandkids that live in our home, two girls, 2 boys. The youngest got up so late this morning that she missed out on cereal. And so I made her scrambled eggs. And she sat there and wolfed those things down. And I made her just one egg. And she slides the bowl towards me and says, eggs? The empty bowl. So I went and made her another egg. She ate almost all of that. And I asked my wife about that. She goes, I really don't make eggs very often. She says, I'll make pancakes. And of course, the kids eat cereal a lot. But she doesn't make a lot of eggs. So, what's your favorite breakfast? I'd like to know.
Good question.
What's your favorite breakfast?
Well, since you didn't share yours, I won't share mine until next week.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, something to look forward to. Make it a great week.
See you guys.